Hi everyone, welcome to Value. So today we're going to look at Coinbase. This stock is one to really watch, particularly now that crypto is back in favor and the volumes are starting to grow. And why does it matter to Coinbase? Well, Coinbase is one of the large exchanges that is still around. And they are the ones that are going to really benefit once volume starts to come back into the crypto. And in this current environment, crypto is starting to be very much in favor, and I think Coinbase is really going to benefit off this current market. So if you look at the share price back in 2022, it was around $190, but before that, the peak was around like $319. So it's really dropped. Like obviously, the current environment, the valuations are much lower than they used to be, but even at $99, there's still a lot of potential for the current share price because the company can start to go back to the glory days, particularly with crypto starting to become back in favor. And why do I think it's coming back in favor? Well, we only have to look at the volume. Everything comes back to the crypto volume because Coinbase will benefit off most of the crypto if it does well. So if we look at this chart here, you see the massive peak ahead of everything else. That was 2021 when they were making several hundred million profit per quarter, which was amazing stuff. But then all of a sudden the volume dropped off and they started losing hundreds of millions of dollars. So we only really have to come to this part here, and you see on this financial that 2022 they lost a massive $2 billion, which is massive. Obviously, they still have a lot of money in the bank. They've got like something around 5.5 billion in cash, so these guys can hold tight and really grind it through if they need to. Um, but the thing is, they don't need to anymore. They're at a really good situation where, firstly, they have cut a massive amount of expenses. So you look at the 3 months for 2022, and they lost $544 million on revenue of 590 million. Now, the latest quarter, they generated 674 million, which is a bit more than the prior years at that same quarter, but they lost only $2 million as opposed to $544 million. So you can only see that this company has become basically a fighting machine because they have gotten so lean that just a little bit more business and they're going to make profit. And the thing is, the volume's going up quite a bit. So you look at this, if we go to the 1 month, the volume is just constantly growing on a monthly basis. And if we go to the 1 year for this chart, you can see it is still on an uptrend for that 1 year. And you can just basically see that if I hover the mouse over, you can see that the volume is about $1.39 trillion, whereas it's much higher than the prior years, where they were below a trillion in terms of daily average for the trading. Obviously, it may not get to the same highs of 2.5 trillion, but at that stage, they were making several hundred million per quarter. They don't need to get to that to make a lot of money right now. So with the current volume that's grown, they're going to be very profitable at this moment because they're at that stage where they're doing a good amount of volume. So that's why I see the stock doing really well because they've cut a lot of costs, so they're very lean right now. And basically, the crypto market is in their favor. If you look at the current world economics, everything is in their favor as well. And yeah, the valuation $23 billion and $99 per share. I think there's a lot of upside for the stock, so it's definitely worth considering, particularly in this environment. So I think it's really one stock to watch, particularly when it's very difficult to pick a lot of different stocks at the moment. I think crypto is going to do well, particularly also with the new addition of ETFs that might be coming in very, very soon. And Coinbase is going to be one of the exchanges that will be facilitating this as well. So they will benefit off that as well. So you can think about the stock, and it's basically on the edge of doing really, 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 really well because it's near break even point right now and a little bit more business, and they're going to start making good profits. So, definitely one to consider. Let me know if there's any questions or if you've got any comments, post below. Until then, we'll see you next time, and good luck.